Welcome to Poland for round 8 of the World Rally Championship. This is the third and final day, and the action over the first 2 days has been fast, very fast.
I have a feeling that I've been driving like a madman. You know, I can't really get any faster. This is absolutely flat out.
Take a look at the inboard. It's too much over the limit to keep on doing that all the time, you know.
This afternoon was insane. Absolutely. It's been a long time when you don't even listen to your notes. You just go flat out no matter what's coming.
Mikko Hirvonen has been the fastest of them all so far, and if he's still the quickest at the end of the day, it will be a crucial victory as he will take over the lead in the Drivers' Championship. That's because the current leader and the man who's won the championship for the last 5 years, Sebastian Loeb, is down in 13th position after he went off and broke his Citroën suspension on day 1. And after problems in the last 2 rounds, including this big off in Greece for the first time in his career, Seb is on the back foot.
I'm trying to drive like I feel, to try to take again a good rhythm and to take the confidence again.
Sebastian Loeb saying he needs confidence. That's not something we hear very often.
No, but sometimes when it doesn't want to go like you want, only one time is okay, but 3 times in a row is a bit too much. So I was not so lucky. I was very lucky in all my career at the moment. So we try to finish this rally, and I hope we take a new start in Finland.
With Jari-Matti Latvala in second, Ford had the opportunity to get back on terms with Citroën in the Manufacturers' Championship. Dani Sordo is the leading driver for the Citroën manufacturer team in third. It's very important he has a clean run today. In fourth is Citroën junior driver Sébastien Ogier. He put in a great drive yesterday to move ahead of both Petter and Henning Solberg, and then to hold them off over the later stages. With those 3 separated by less than 9 seconds, we'll be keeping a close eye on that battle today. But at the top, Hirvonen's lead over Latvala is a level 12 seconds, while Dani Sordo will start the day 38.5 seconds off the lead. Rally Poland is taking place in the picturesque Masuria region, with gravel stages weaving around the lakes that are the main attraction in this area. Masuria is around 200 kilometers to the north of the Polish capital, Warsaw. The service park is situated in the town of Mikołajki. There are 5 stages today, totaling just 87 kilometers, and here with all the info is the leading Polish driver, Krzysztof Holowczyk.
Day 3 is 87 kilometers. I think that this will be easy day, but we don't know exactly. First stage is Miłki, 27 Ks, very fast stage, very nice. Tros is a stage for the big boys, for the really brave boys, because some place on the wood you go flat on the crest, there's a big jumps, and I think for the spectators will be fantastic. And the final of the day will be on the super stage. It will be fantastic final for the spectators, for us as well.
The fans in good voice this morning, and as we head to the first run through Miłki, there are some tricky technical roads ahead on this final day. Mikko Hirvonen is away first. The Finn has loved every minute of this spectacular rally so far. More fast-flowing roads here this morning, and Ford's number 1 resumes his quest for a 2nd consecutive win. Jari-Matti Latvala begins the morning with an advantage of 26.5 seconds over Citroën's Dani Sordo. The 24-year-old is still pushing though, keeping up a good pace to ensure Sordo stays at arm's length. If Dani wants to make up some time on the Fords, he's going to have to come up with something pretty special in here. He needs to keep the car on the road today, though, with the Fords lying first and second. Citroën desperately need their number 2 to secure this podium finish. In the fight for fourth, meanwhile, Sébastien Ogier is looking to extend his advantage. The young Frenchman is maturing with every passing rally, and his recent displays are finally repaying the faith the Citroën bosses have shown in him. Again, these flat-out roads are really narrow at times this morning. Petter Solberg begins the final morning just 7.4 seconds behind Ogier. He's at a distinct disadvantage driving a car 3 years older than the Citroën Junior man, and he's having to drive up to and over the limit to make up for his lack of power. Henning Solberg lost fifth place to his brother in the final stage of day 2, and as he's just 1 point ahead of Petter in the championship standings, he'll be desperate to get back ahead.
Turn 4 høyre pluss halve. 150.
Back to Latvala now. He's still pushing hard to maintain the gap ahead of Sordo. In the process of doing so, though, he closes the gap to his teammate Hirvonen, who's already completed the stage to 9.5 seconds in stage 14.
It was a good stage for us, but those are very tricky. There's a lot of narrow places. Like it's the same feeling you're driving in a Manx rally, but on the gravel. You know, you have massive banks, and you can't see so much from that narrow road.
So has Sordo been able to repeat the searing pace he showed yesterday morning? Oh, he's off the road! He completely misjudged that junction, and this is going to cost the Spaniard valuable time. He's losing ground on Ford's fins with every passing second. He's lost over 13 there. That's a frustrating way to start day 3.
I had in the page note braking in the boss panel, no? And the boss panel is not in the stage. And I continue flat out, and I ride to the hairpin and I go straight.
Back to the fight for fourth, and Ogier's impressive pace has continued. It really is a terrific performance from the young Frenchman in here. He's quickest through so far, beating the Fords and Sordo. And Petter Solberg has some problems in the first run through Mjuki. His engine's leaking oil, and it's even spraying up at his windscreen.
6 left tightens, I'll clean the window. 6 left plus.
It's an unwelcome distraction at such high speeds and will not help him hold off his brother, who started the morning just 1.3 seconds behind.
6 left.
Petter, what is the problem? There's oil leaking out of the engine.
The last 15 kilometers, I couldn't see anything. Nothing. So,
A possible chance then for Henning Solberg to take advantage of his brother's problems. Fast approaching the stage 14 finish boards, and this is looking very promising for the Norwegian. He'll move up to 5th if he can beat that target.
Lang krøn, 120, line til 3 venstre. 80.
Yes, Henning's now 11.2 seconds ahead of his brother. Further back, Mads Osberg has been beset with problems this weekend. Oh, and it's not getting any better for the Norwegian. Another retirement for the Subaru man. Novikov will break into the top 10 following Osberg's exit. Whoa! The Russian still driving over the limit at times. He was very fortunate not to roll there, but somehow he got away with that. The 18-year-old certainly trying hard out there this morning. Hirvonen's lead's been trimmed to 9.5 seconds after stage 14, but after his costly spin, Sordo is now over 47 seconds behind Latvala. Ogier claimed his first fastest time of the weekend in there, so he pulls away from the Solbergs. So 4 stages to go, but plenty of warnings for Hirvonen and co of how this rally can really catch you out. The final day continues after the break. Welcome back to the All and Platinum 66th Rally Poland, where it's been a good morning so far for Ford, with Sordo slipping back on the opening stage. Hirvonen and Latvala are looking increasingly safe. Onto the Tross stage next, a stretch of road Krzysztof Holovic said was one for the big boys. The rally leader is really enjoying himself out there. Hirvonen still looking spectacular, and despite the lack of pressure on the fin, he sets the third fastest time in stage 15. Latvala's only 9.5 seconds behind his teammate, but with Sordo out of the picture for now, Jari-Matti is unlikely to push. He should now hold station behind his teammate. But he's not hanging around. He's a tenth of a second quicker than Mikko in stage 15. Sordo will be a frustrated man inside his Citroën C4. His costly overshoot on the day's opening stage has effectively ended his hopes of catching the Fords. He may have already accepted third place. The Spaniard has eased right off in Tross. He's 5.5 seconds slower than Latvala in here. Sebastian Ogier is leading the way in the fight for fourth meanwhile. The Citroën Junior driver set the fastest time in the previous stage, and he's looking pretty rapid again here. As he surges past the crowds of spectators here. Henning Solberg is also on the limit. This time it's the Stobart VK man who claims his first scratch time of the weekend, but he only makes up 0.3 of a second on Ogier. Further back, meanwhile, Sebastian Loeb has been steadily climbing the leaderboard since he restarted under the Super Rally rules yesterday morning. Oh, but a mistake for the world champion there. His concentration levels not at their best without a win to fight for. That's cost him around 12 seconds, but he still improves to 11th by the end of stage 15. At the front, Hirvonen's lead is 9.4 seconds over Latvala, with Sordo now a distant third. Ogier leads the fight for fourth, with Henning Solberg 16.9 seconds behind him, and Petter another 15.1 behind his brother. Huge crowds again at the service park in Mikołajki.
3 stages to go, including the Super Special. What's the approach going to be this afternoon?
Well, I'll still keep a good pace, but now when Sordo made a mistake, I can take it a bit more steady. I don't think we're going to have a big fight with Jari-Matti, so hopefully. So we'll see. I'll still go as fast as I can.
Too early to be thinking that if all goes according to plan, you're going to be leading the championship?
Well, we're getting closer, so it looks good at the moment.
We've heard there's a huge amount of fans, and is it great driving in front of them?
Yeah, well, they are very positive, everybody, and they are cheering, and I think this is what is good about the sport. Everybody's getting closer to us in the service area and around everywhere, so that's the good thing about this sport.
And again, it seems that everyone flocks to your service area.
That's what we like.
Just 2 more long stages to run before a return to the Mikołajki Super Special, and Hirvonen's now just under 45 kilometres away from the 9th victory of his career. The Finn's still setting an impressive pace despite his comfortable lead. He's third fastest in stage 16. It's been a good day so far for Sebastian Ogier in his defence of 4th place. Oh, but this doesn't sound good. Barely 2 kilometres into the stage, and Sebastian is suddenly experiencing a dramatic loss in engine power. This is devastating after such a terrific drive from the Frenchman, but there's nothing he can do. The rally is over for Sebastian and co-driver Julien Ingracia. Henning Solberg's pursuit of 4th place has suddenly become a whole lot easier. With Ogier's C4 stranded at the side of the road, Henning moves up to 4th for the first time this weekend. He also set the fastest time through so far.
He's not on that board, isn't Ogier? You've only just discovered, haven't you?
Hey, it's good. Is Ogier not here? No. Okay, I pushed hard now. I pushed hard. I didn't get the message, so he was not here, but
He's not here, he's in the States somewhere.
I don't know, but we are pushing hard. Oi, oi, oi.
Henning still has his brother to worry about, though, and after replacing the oil dipstick that caused his delay this morning, he's back up to speed in stage 16. Petter can't match Henning's time, though. He's almost 8 seconds slower and slips further adrift.
2 right bus, Titans.
Further back, Evgeny Novikov is now up to 9th following his teammate Ogier's retirement, and the Russian has been asked to pull over by the team.
Make sure you stop before the yellow board. Pull over, pull over.
Novikov's been asked to slow to allow Loeb into 9th. But after such a good performance in Poland, Sebastian Ogier won't be in the points.
It's a big disappointment, but okay, we did a very good weekend. We did some really good times. We had a good fight with the boss Solberg, so it is a good thing, but for sure it could be better to finish the rally.
Ogier's retirement has provided a boost up the rankings for all the chasing drivers. Henning Solberg replaces the Frenchman in 4th. Into the spectacular Tross stage for the final time, and Mikko is edging closer and closer to another crucial victory. He and co-driver Jarmo Lehtinen have had a perfect weekend so far, and this challenging 15-kilometre stretch of road is no different. Just one stage to go for Mikko. And what a turnaround we've seen from Jari-Matti Latvala this season. After a succession of mistakes early in the year, the 24-year-old has responded with a series of tremendous drives. He clears the penultimate stage with a time just over a second slower than his teammate. The job very nearly done for Jari-Matti. Dani Sordo has long since conceded defeat in improving on his 3rd place. It was crucially important that he secures the 6 championship points after what's been another frustrating weekend for the French team. Another beneficiary of Ogier's exit is Stobart VK Ford's Matthew Wilson, who's now moved into 6th. The British driver's confidence seems to be growing with every rally this season.
Slight right, 120. Max crest mid okay, 440.
And up to 7th is local star Tristan Holovzic. The 1997 European champion couldn't quite get past Wilson, but he's still on course for his first ever World Championship points.
30, prawy 3 minut, do lewy 3 minut, długi.
Currently in 8th is Citroën Junior's Konrad Rautenbach.
Okay, find some way to pull in.
And now the Zimbabwean's going to stop too. This definitely looks like more team orders. Konrad is stationary for a full 13 minutes, which hands 8th place to Loeb and gives him the chance to score a crucial championship point. A late and unexpected bonus for the Frenchman after his 3rd consecutive disappointing rally. So no movement at the top of the standings. The Fords keeping Sordo in check. Henning Solberg is promoted to 4th, and confirmation there that Loeb has returned to the leaderboard in 8th, thanks to Citroën's strategy with their junior drivers. But it's still Hirvonen and Latvala in 1st and 2nd. And just the short super special spectator stage to go as they go for that perfect result for Ford. You can see what happens there after the break. Welcome back to Poland for the finale to what's been an action-packed rally so far, and thousands of fans have again packed into the grandstands for the Super Special. So just this spectacular 2.5-kilometre circuit to run. The Ford team are ready and waiting to start the celebrations, and the drivers are making their final preparations. It was a brave performance from Dani Sordo yesterday that saw him pressurise the Ford drivers in some seriously fast stages. But the championship comes first. A decent drive from Dani, who claims his 4th podium finish of the season. The crowds are enjoying a formation finish from Ford spins in the sunshine. It's been a great weekend's driving from both men. Jari-Matti Latvala is on course to claim his third consecutive podium spot. Oh, but he's clipped that barrel and into the barrier. What on earth happened there? Disbelief in the Ford camp. Malcolm saying there he's broken the steering. It was a heavy collision, but can he get the car moving when he's agonisingly close to the finish line? The team helpless as they watch the drama unfold in front of them. Team boss Malcolm Wilson can't believe what he's seeing here. What a devastating way to end the event. While all that was going on, Hirvonen is still finishing the stage, passing his stranded teammate on the left there. He can't believe it either, but Mikko wins the rally. Latvala's late crash has taken the shine off his victory somewhat, but it is the 9th win of Hirvonen's career, and he moves into the championship lead for the first time this season. A stunning effort from Mikko, but like everyone else, there is disbelief at this late drama.
That's unbelievable, but I just can't see. I can't believe what I'm seeing now. But okay, fantastic for us, but it's I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
Mikko has cause to celebrate, but elsewhere in the Ford camp, there's massive disappointment. And there is Jari-Matti looking at the offending barrel. And let's have another look at this bizarre incident. He seemed in control, but he just clips that small barrel at the inside of the right-hander. It immediately skews him across the road into the barrier. The impact breaks his steering, and that was game over for the Finn. Jari-Matti is understandably distraught.
This is the biggest mistake. I have disappointed the whole Ford group, whole motor Ford company. We were going to make 1-2, and this disappointment, I can't benefit anyhow for the team, and I understand really if they don't want me to carry on with the team. I really understand it.
So some serious thinking to do for team boss Malcolm Wilson. Again, his precociously talented driver Latvala has let him down at the worst possible time. What incredible drama to finish the rally. Mikko wins by over a minute, with Henning Solberg claiming the final podium spot. And with those positions converted to points, how crucial those two could be for Loeb. It's not prevented Sebastian from losing the championship lead, but all Ford can think about is what's been lost.
There's been a lot of costly ones, but as you can imagine, this is definitely the costliest. It put us within, you know, if we'd had the result that we were all expecting, it would have put us within striking distance. It's made that job a bit more difficult, but, you know, we've come back from being basically having no chance of the championship before Sardinia to being able to mount a challenge again. So let's just see. Obviously, a lot of thinking to do, but just got to. Honestly, the big thing is that Mikko has just done such a fantastic professional job, and we've got to savour that moment because it's a special moment for Mikko, and you know, he deserves that moment of glory.
So for the first time in 2009, we have a different leader in the Drivers' Championship, but Hirvonen's lead is now 1 point instead of 2 after Latvala's late retirement, while Sordo has consolidated his 3rd place. And in the Manufacturers' Championship, what could have been another 18-point maximum score for Ford dwindles to 10. They've actually lost ground to Citroën, who've increased their lead by 2 to 17 points. Abu Dhabi Spirit of the Rally Award this week has been given to local star Krzysztof Holovcic. A tremendous drive in front of thousands of his fans sees the Pole score his first ever WRC points. A month's break now for the WRC, but when we come back, it's the Grand Prix of rallying, the awesome Rally Finland. There's a full preview of that event on WRC.com, and to keep you amused in the month break, you can also vote for your favourite onboard of the year. And there's plenty of technical features to get your teeth into as well.
Quiet, and then when you're in the stage, it's a little bit more sort of loud, so you can
Mikko Hirvonen stands on the top step of the podium for the second consecutive rally, but it's Danny Sordo alongside him and Henning Solberg in a surprise third. So what a finale to a frenetic weekend after some of the fastest speeds ever seen in the World Championship and drama throughout. Poland's return to the WRC will live long in the memory, and with Hirvonen's home rally next, this title race has reached a fascinating juncture. We'll see you in July for Rally Finland, but for now, from Mikko Aiki, it's goodbye.